Hey everybody, it's Elevator Class here, also known as James 439, since that is my primary YouTube channel. And welcome to Elevator Class Episode 6. We'll be talking about Dover, Thyssen Dover, and ThyssenKrupp. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to make another episode, and here it is, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. Dover, Thyssen Dover, and ThyssenKrupp. We're going to start with history, and then I'm going to tell you guys how you'll be able to tell the difference between Dover, Thyssen Dover, and ThyssenKrupp elevators. Automobile Rotary Lift Company was established in 1925, and their 100-year anniversary is coming up really soon, in a few years. And then in 1955, Rotary merged with three other companies and formed Dover Corp. And a lot of you guys have probably heard of Dover, especially elevator enthusiasts. Dover was a really popular company, and their elevators were pretty common. Like, you'd see them pretty much almost everywhere you go. And then in 1999, the elevator division was bought out by Thyssen, which was a German steel manufacturer, and Thyssen was established in 1976. The company was then called Thyssen Dover, so they renamed themselves to Thyssen Dover. And here's a quick fun fact as well. I know there's a few down there, but I'm going to tell you this. Most of the time on the elevators they were producing during that time, they would still put the Dover label on, so I'll be talking a little more about that later on in the lesson. Anyway, in 2001, ThyssenKrupp merged to become ThyssenKrupp, which is who they are today. Dover Corp does still exist today, and their products include rotary vehicle lifts. Here are two fun facts for you guys. Dover Corp started to produce traction elevators in 1955. So Dover elevators were a little more common in high-rise buildings because you figure a high-rise building would be at least 15 floors, and a 15-floor hydraulic elevator would be, one, it would be really slow, it would require a lot of oil, and the hydraulic ram would be huge. Like, they would have to drill really far into the ground in order to get that thing in there. That would be such a pain to do. It would be one of the hardest elevator jobs ever, probably. Anyway, let's move on to the second fun fact, which is that in 1993, Thyssen sold their elevators under the U.S. Elevator Corporation. So there's a connection to another company, U.S. Elevator. Alright, now I'm gonna tell you guys how you're able to tell the difference between Thyssen Dover, and ThyssenKrupp elevators, and there's a way to do it with the fixtures, or the buttons, which I'm gonna show you guys that right now. So let's scroll down. This right here is a Dover Impulse car operating panel. You'll see this on the inside of the elevator, because after you hit that call button, either to go up or down, you're going to go inside the elevator and hit the floor you want to go to. So these are Dover fixtures. These are the older style. You can tell by the blue button control. See how it's blue there, and you can see the blue around the button. Same here with the door close button. You can also tell by these older style key switches, because they're a lot smaller than the newer style. You may see newer style key switches on these elevators, so sometimes you'll see them. And these were produced from 1982 to 1994. You'll see them around. I've seen a few of them around, so you'll definitely see them. Now here is Dover's, Dover's, this was the newer fixture Dover made before they went before Thyssen bought them out and became Thyssen Dover. So these are Dover fixtures as well. Notice the label font up here. See you got the label font. So you can see the difference. The blue is not there anymore. It's now black. So they made black button controls then. And you can see, look at the brails too. It's just like a little rectangle for that one. See, a little rectangle for the star, a little rectangle for the 2. And these buttons were made from 1994 to 1999. Yep. Forgot to put that on there, but that's okay. So you'll be able to see Dover blue as well when you look up the shaft. So like if you look up the shaft on an elevator with these kind or these kind of buttons, you should see blue. That indicates it's a Dover. So that's how you'll be able to tell the difference. All right, down below here, these are Thyssen Dover and ThyssenKrupp fixtures. Notice the label font. Remember how I said it was a small rectangle for the star and the floor number? Well, it's now a square, and you can see that there too. So the star and the 1 have been combined into 1, and the 2 is now a little square as well. So it's pretty much 2 rectangles put together. That's how Thyssen Dover and ThyssenKrupp produced them. Sometimes they do get replaced on these elevators that probably had these at one point. That does happen sometimes. So you may see that every so often. It's not too common, but yeah. All right. So here's, you can tell by the label font. See, it doesn't say door open, door closed. See how up here it has the words. It doesn't have the words down there. And here is how you're going to tell the difference between Thyssen Dover and ThyssenKrupp, because these fixtures can appear on Thyssen Dover and ThyssenKrupp fixtures. These buttons may say, on these buttons up by the indicator, it may say Dover. It may say ThyssenKrupp. So it could be either one. If it says Dover and has these label fonts on them, it is a Thyssen Dover. And a good way to confirm is to find out when the building was installed. If the building was installed between 1999 to 2001, it is most likely a Thyssen Dover. And sometimes ThyssenKrupp will slap their logo on Dover elevators if they maintain them. They don't do it all the time. Sometimes they do that. So you may see, like up by the indicator, which I'll show you a picture of the indicator in a second. You may see it's saying ThyssenKrupp there, but you may see these fixtures. It's a Dover because these fixtures are older and they were around when Dover was around, before they became Thyssen Dover and then ThyssenKrupp. Let's scroll down a bit. Here's the indicator. See how it says Dover here? So if it says Dover and you see these fixtures, it's a Thyssen Dover. If you see this picture and these buttons, it is a ThyssenKrupp elevator. We're going to keep going down. So it is best to find out, like I said, try to find out when the building was built, 1999, 2001. And here's another thing. If you look up the shaft for any Thyssen Dover or ThyssenKrupp, there will not be Dover blue. It will be silver. They did not paint it in that case. Now, sometimes you may see the following. You may see a ThyssenKrupp logo with Dover fixtures. See these? These are the Dover ones. And if you see this, that means ThyssenKrupp slapped their name on it, and it was originally a Dover. So they sometimes will slap their name on it if they maintain them. So that's just something to point out there. So if anytime you see these fixtures and it says ThyssenKrupp, it's really a Dover. So that's it for this episode. More information about Dover fixtures, Thyssen Dover and ThyssenKrupp fixtures will be taught in a later episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to take the quiz. The link will be in the Google Classroom if you're in it, or in the description of this video if you're watching off the Elevator Class YouTube channel. Take the quiz. 7 out of 10 is recommended for you to pass this lesson. Hope you guys enjoyed. Good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.